Know only you with waka come. Like a red, never walk alone.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Calafiori running with the ball. Oh, nice touch. And it's Eze. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus.
Real chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. De Winter. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. De Winter. Ball's gone out of play. White. That's Eze. And he was quick to react. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rabiot proves just a little bit too strong. Eze. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gabriel Jesus touches it back. Thinks about the shot. Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Gabia. De Winter. It's just beyond his reach. Rice. Gabriel Jesus. Steaming on goalwards. Well seen, saw that coming. Can he find the finish? Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Rafael Leao. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's good play. Calafiori does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is ended up in no man's land. Madueke is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Loftus-Cheek wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rabiot. Rabiot tries making a foray down the right. And it's Nkunku. Aims beyond the defence. And he shoots! Madueke. And the counter is on. Foot in. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rabiot. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, sweet feet. Nkunku receives it in a good position here. Gabriel Jesus, who's set up one goal so far. Threads one in. Lovely feet. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shapes to shoot! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Added time.
And they can counter here. That's good vision. And the half-time whistle goes. So your views on the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. That's a good run down the left. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, they could break here. Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. Rice with the short one. That is lovely. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in.
Tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Gabriel Jesus. He's had a shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Substitution for Arsenal.
It's their second
20,
corner of the game.
Madueke. Number 10, Eze. Number 56, number 14.
Da Vinci can get it clear.
Coming on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Saka.
Number 19, Trossard.
Good
Number
read, needed to be.
22, Muaneri.
Well, that's good defending.
Number
He squeezed the
29,
play and he gave him no
Kai
chance
Havertz.
to get on the turn.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. Trossard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pulisic. And it's Ritchie. Spreads it out wide. No, again there's no way through. Ritchie is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Played out wide. Cross to the back post. A mighty effort! Defending of the desperate variety. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Modric. Fofana.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Rice. Nicely weighted ball. Waneri. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. And that has left him in a heap. Waneri. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Looking to play him in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's made its way to him. And it's Waneri. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus driving forwards. And that will be the final act. Arsenal looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players...
Get the beat.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That pass isn't the best. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Gavi receives it in a wide position. Gavi plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ambitious ball here. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a sharp pass. It's Rashford! Off the post! Goal! Barcelona! Lewandowski at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Dani Olmo.
Arsenal really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into...
Terrific header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nicely spread. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That'll be a throw-in. Koundé. Yamal. And Dani Olmo. Rashford. And it's Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Rashford receives it in a good position here. And he's taking no chances there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Havertz was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Odegaard. That's Eze. It's a searching pass. Lewandowski finds himself offside. That's a delicate pass. Rashford, laid out towards the right wing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Lewandowski. Rashford aims beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to belt it away. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game, 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Gavi. Now it's Havertz. Odegaard. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Lewandowski. Timber. And it's Rice. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo. Gavi. And that is a little undercooked. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rice. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Barcelona take the lead. Rashford. Now it's Rashford. That's tidy. Engages and forces him off the ball.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? He's had a shot! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Oh, that's fabulous.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
That has been cut short. Now it's Lewandowski. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He can run onto that, and the flag has stayed down. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. That's an imaginative pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Rice. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Foot in. Ødegaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 27, el dorsal 24. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Timber. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Merino, distributed tidily. Madueke. That's good play. Madueke tries across. Eric Garcia getting this one clear. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a promising position. Madueke crosses it in. He rises! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
And here's Madueke. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Now Saliba. Now it's Rashford. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Rafinha. Here's Ferran Torres. Calafiori. And the number on the board is 3. Well read, nice interception. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Setford gets his hands on it, and the danger is... And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
The action has already started. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Rashford. Rashford! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Deftly away. That's a decent clearance. Bernal. And here's Lewandowski. Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And that's gone loose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is lovely. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Davinta with the clearance. And he's had a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Milan are looking to go forward now. Loftus-Cheek. Christensen deals with that comfortably. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Driving on and making good progress. And he's cut it out. Fofana. Oh, shooting chance! And the ball's come loose here. And he thumps it clear. Gently done. Dani Olmo. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And it's Nkunku. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yamal. Oh, they can break here. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dani Olmo. This is De Jong. Now it's Lewandowski.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Threads one in, and this is Lewandowski. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nkunku.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's worked it through. Now it's Fofana. Oh, he's great chance! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that has been clubbed away. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half then, just getting going.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Tries a shot! It's a loose ball. Cleared away. Opts to play it back. De Jong. Now it's Rashford. That's tidy. Goes for a shot! Lovely bit of skill. Fofana. Oh, he's been caught on it. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Rashford. Very nicely done. Tomori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, important interception.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Rafael Leao. Pass somewhat off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's gone forward. Now that's well seen too. Rashford looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's put a shade too much on that. Well, there's the clearance. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Rafael Leao. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Both
dorsal
sides then
9,
taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn
10,
to their benches.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 21.
And it's been
el
taken
dorsal
short.
15.
That's
Serán
very
sustituidos
neat.
por el dorsal 29.
He is
el
just
dorsal
caressing
7,
the ball.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal
Oh,
6,
super ball.
el dorsal
Tries to
5.
pass it through.
Se va a llevar a cabo un
Barcelona
cambio de
do
jugadores.
have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He's a sharp little ball here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that has been knocked clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Rafinha. Araujo gets good distance on it and reclaimed it in a trice. And he's being shifted off it. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Rashford. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Gavi. Now Fernandez. He's away! It's Rashford! Yes! He's done it! And that may just do it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Desperate defending required here. Punched away. Shifted it to the flank.
3 minutos de descuento.
And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the number on the board is 3. Rabiot. And he's managed to get rid. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Rashford taking in the accolades.
I know that timing is everything.
Got me weak.
All I got is infinity. Infinity.
Let it talk to me. Just slow it down, let your body speak. I know that timing is everything. All I got is infinity. Infinity. You got the vibe and I'm feeling you, girl. Ready and I'll make you mine. And what I'm sipping and this ain't no lies.
난 내 기분대로 walk 걸음거리고자 난 다시 삐끗덕 걸음거리고 장난버린 듯이 walk Don't care about a thing 난 내 기분대로 walk
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nicely spread. That is good strength. It'll be a throw-in. Barella clears it away. It's a good spell of possession, this. Calafiori charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could be danger here. Well, there's the clearance. And they've switched it over to the other side. Strong running down that left flank.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, it's come loose. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. Face to face with the key. Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is their second corner of the game. Eze plays it short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Dumfries. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Thuram! Thuram! Off the post! That's going to go a long way.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's shapes to shoot! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rice. Arsenal trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He has a look up.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Dumfries. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Barella. Darmian. Bisek. DiMarco has been caught there, it's a foul. He's gone for goal! Missed by a fraction. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarto uomo indica 2
Trossard
minuti
has
di
created
recupero.
one goal already. Calafiori receives it in a good position here. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Calafiori. Gabriel Jesus finds himself offside. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's been drilled forward. The pass has gone astray. Played out to the left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Çalhanoğlu. Barella. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, sweet feet. Gabriel Jesus. So what can they make of this? Calafiori. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dumfries. Dumfries with the delivery. Climbs up big! Oh, what has happened here? And again! And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero
We have
94.
got changes here
Numero
from both
20.
sides, in fact,
Numero 45.
and claimed it back
Numero
swiftly.
23. Numero 32. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14.
Incapugli.
Il numero 7. Il numero 17.
The most accurate pass.
Il numero 16. Il numero 30. Cambio di giocatori.
Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Zielinski. And it's Juve. And it's made its way to it. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So there's going to be another change here.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That'll be a throw-in. Waneri. Now it's Havertz. That's a good ball out wide.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Incapugli. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Wriggles his way through. Martinelli gets into some space. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. Terrific header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Time for a change in personnel.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6. Viene sostituito con il numero 25.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's gone backward here. Decent chance! It's run. That's another chance! And he's heaved it away, and he's quick to snatch it back. Out of play for a goal kick. Diouf proves too strong. Martinelli.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings. Love, there's the shot! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Il quarto uomo
And a
indica
chance!
4 minuti di recupero.
Big relief, it just needed better contact. And he's had it nicked away. Havertz. Time added on 4 minutes. Fratesi. Diouf. And he's picked out the run. Thuram. That is a brilliant interception. Arsenal have got it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Giving it or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. So I put it on the table, I won't ask you twice, because I'm grown and I've been here before. It's been too long and life's too short to sit around just feeling so. Put it on the table, I won't ask you twice, because the light bulb is energy saving, and it takes its time illuminating. When I will see all of the mess you're making, the mess you're making. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it. And I don't wanna stay in this place, no. Bringing me down, not picking me up, yeah. Or just kicking a can down the road. Telling me yes when it really ain't it.